Have you ever been lied about, trusted the wrong person, believed that somebody had your back when they didn't? Have you ever felt like somebody was so honest and so truthful and so forthright, and then they stabbed you in the back trying to get a job, or maybe they cheated on you in a relationship, or maybe you've been falsely accused of all kinds of things. Maybe you've been falsely accused of being the cheater or stealing or lying or any number of things, and you've been falsely accused. Well, there is two Bible verses in Proverbs 25:18 and 19. A false accusation is as deadly as a sword, a club, or a sharp arrow. Depending on an unreliable person in a crisis is like trying to chew with a loose tooth or walk with a crippled foot. It is so painful when there is somebody in your life who you thought you could trust, somebody you loved, and they may walk out on you. They may abandon you. They may accuse you of all sorts of things that are not true. What we need to do in those times is believe and know that God knows the truth. He has seen it all. He has heard it all. God knows whether or not you have done what you've been accused of. So herein is another situation where we need to give all of this to the Lord and let Him fight our battles. Because there's some battles that honestly will just exhaust you, will run you down to the point where you are physically ill, mentally exhausted, where you feel like you cannot go forward. You can't take one more step forward. You can't take one more accusation. You can't take one more argument. You are just done. It's at this point where, oftentimes it's rock bottom, the last hurrah, or Hail Mary, or any term you'd like to use. This is where you can see God you can see His hand in things, and you can see Him working miracles. And maybe He's saying, it's time for you to move on. Move on. Let it go. Don't worry about what the accusation is. Don't worry about what other people are thinking, because quite frankly, it doesn't matter. The only opinion that matters is God's. So if they're saying that you've done something that you know in your heart of hearts you have not done, then move on from it. Now, I'm not necessarily saying move on from the relationship or the person. Just move on from the need to prove yourself. You don't need to prove yourself. You don't. Let God show whoever it is that their viewpoint is skewed. And if you are putting your trust and your faith in a human, well, maybe it's time to not do that. Where your trust and your faith needs to be is in the Lord. He is who we need to trust. He is who we need to believe has our back 24/7, 365. Humans are going to make mistakes. Humans are going to hurt you. Humans are going to let you down. God will not do that. So that's where we need to forgive and trust the Lord and abide by what He tells us to do in the Bible. And then, I want to say stay strong, but sometimes it's really, really hard to do when all you want to do is cry. And sometimes it's okay. You can take a day where you're just crying. It's okay. But don't stay there. Don't stay there. You need to get up, look up, give it to the Lord, trust the Lord for the healing of yourself, of your relationship, for your protection, for your growth in Him, for your growth within your own self, and just keep on keeping on. And I know those are simple words for me to say, And it's hard to do, but this is where we need to really dig into the Lord, press in, and trust Him. And remember, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Not some, all. And it doesn't matter what people are saying about you. It doesn't matter if they're smearing your name into the ground. God knows the truth. He will vindicate you. He will fight your battle for you if you let Him. But you have to take your hands off of it because you can't control it. It's in God's hands. Give it to Him. And as I say, keep on keeping on. Take care until next time.